How you doing, guys? Today I thought I'd break down the rear naked choke for you. It's a really common choke. We often get it taught to us in the first couple of months of jiu-jitsu. It's certainly a solid choke, and there's lots of different ways you can go about doing it. Today I'm just going to show you the common way of doing the rear naked choke, but I'm going to add in some finer details which really helps finishing the choke, and it just makes it far more effective. Alright, let's do it. Boom. Right, so the first thing we want to be doing when we have the rear naked choke set up, generally it comes from our seat belt, okay? So with our seat belt, we want to make sure that our underhand that's under the armpit is on top, and our over the shoulder arm is underneath, okay? If it's the other way around, it's not so effective. So if Jazz strips my grips here, I can't choke her. But if I'm this way and she strips my grips, I can still choke her. All right? So with our hooks down here, we want to make sure our hooks are nice and active. We don't want them just sort of sitting here. All right? So we want to push them down. So you want to push that down, and you'll feel your hips come up a little bit when you do that. And it also adds more back pressure onto her, and it brings my chest closer to her back. All right? We also want to be squeezing our legs in around her floating ribs so that she can feel some pressure there. So she's got pressure going left to right, right to left, and she's got pressure going down on the legs, which makes it very difficult for her to get rid of the hooks. So we've got the correct grip as well, safe grip for me so I can choke if she strips it. And I want to make sure that my head is, like my chin, is on her shoulder. I don't want to be sitting back here like this. That's kind of silly, it creates space. And I want to make sure I'm here. If we're doing like MMA, I want to have my head down here. Very deep in my giant beard. That was really bad. So, but anyway, I want to have my thigh on her shoulder. And when she's punching me in the head rather than in the face, okay? So we're here. Now, I want to aim to get the crook of my elbow here under her chin, all right? And I want to be getting rid of this hand. Now, when I swim this hand through, I get that elbow under her chin. Now when I do that, I'm not just moving my arm. You'll notice me kind of lean into her on one side. I'm throwing my shoulder into it so that the crook of my elbow goes under the chin. Now we're here. Obviously we're doing this very slowly, so these things will happen at once with the hands, okay? So we're across like this. My hand comes out. Now, when my hand comes out, it's not going to sit over her shoulder. I'm not going to go like this and then go to join it up, because she'll just arm lock me. And that's really crap, all right? So it's going to come out. I'm going to lean in. It's going to come out, and I'm protecting it, okay? This hand is going to go on my bicep if she or he is a really big person. If they're smaller, I'm going to grab my shoulder. But Jazz lifts like crazy, so I'm going on the bicep, okay? So a lot of people finish the choke with the front of the hand. I don't like that myself. I like to go to the back of the hand. And the back of the hand goes to the back of her head, and I flare it. So there's a lot of things going on here all at once. So my hand goes to the back of her head. The crook of my elbow is under her chin. Now my feet and hooks are pointing down, and I'm squeezing in. So my chest is closer to her back, and my head is on the shoulder here. And I'm now going to squeeze everything up the top here and down the bottom and get her right on the edge of tapping. Now when we're here, I'm going to take a big deep breath in. And sometimes that's all you need to do. You don't sit there and just like this, trying to smash it. You're just going to gas your arms. So let's use our whole body, pushing our feet down, squeezing our knees in. Already she's uncomfortable. Head on the shoulder, squeezing upstairs. Big deep breath in. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, like with a lot of jiu-jitsu moves, of course we need to have power behind it, but the power doesn't need to dominate what we're trying to do. If we set that up really, really well, what it can do is create a whole combination of moves into one technique, which will finish the choke for you. And if you add strength on top of that, it's going to be super, super powerful. All right, guys, I hope those tips help. Try and practice them, put them into your game, and get some good jiu-jitsu happening. Hope it helps.